Keys to authentic collaboration. We are better, stronger, and have more impact when we do it together with collaboration. But how do we collaborate for the greatest impact while being true to ourselves? Well, good news today, everyone. Welcome to the Women's Premier Show. I'm Laura Rubinstein, your host and producer. I've got two experts here who are excited to share with you about the keys to authentic collaboration. Let's go say hi to them. Hi, Tineke.
Hey, hello. My name is Tineke Rensen. I'm from the Netherlands. And well, you can find me on my website, tinekerensen.com. And what I do is I'm a business consultant, a business mentor for business women.
Wonderful. Thanks. We're glad to have you, Tineke. And hi, Lynn.
Hello there. How are you? How's everybody? Thank you for being here. Thanks for having me. I'm Lynn Abaté-Johnson. I'm a global business consultant and community builder. You can find me at lynnabatejohnson.com. And I'm here in the beautiful Pacific. I'm looking at the Pacific Ocean in Oceanside, California.
Wonderful. You're just up the road from me. And I'm super excited because today, both of you have such passion for helping people. And I wanted you to share some advice about the keys that you see. What's the keys, Tineke, or one key, I know there's many, to authentic collaboration?
Well, the beauty is that this is for women is usually very easy because women love collaboration. And it's important when you're a masculine woman, what I used to be, then I didn't understand that. I was like, hey, why do women always want to collaborate? But collaboration makes things easier, smoother, more fun, quicker. So why not use it? Yeah, and women are particularly good at collaboration, especially the feminine. And the opposite of feminine is masculine, and that is competition. Well, I'm a former sports athlete, so I was always very much into competition. And then I started working with women and I really had to learn how to collaborate. But now I love doing it. I always look for collaboration.
What's the first thing you'd recommend someone who's not used to collaborating, or being in their feminine do?
That's a good question. Well, if you talk to other people and if you are in business, usually people come to you with collaboration proposals because there's so many people nowadays who want to collaborate because the feminine is rising. So maybe it's not something you have to do, but when they come over to you, be curious. Hey, what's this? What can I do? What's in it for me? But what's in it for us? What's the win-win for both? What's in it for me is masculine. What's in it for us is feminine.
I love that. Being open, staying curious, and looking for the win-win. Wonderful. Yep. Thank you. Those are definitely ways to harmonize that masculine and feminine and be in collaboration and create more of an impact. So, Lynn, I wanted to hop over to you and ask you to continue this. What keys to authentic collaboration do you have for our viewers?
Good question. And Tineke just used one of my favorite words, which is curiosity. And another thing that I love to do is I just love to have fun. And when I'm in my zone and I'm having fun doing something or working on a project, what do we want to do when we're having fun? We want company. We want people to be with us. And so I always say each one, reach one. And so if you're doing something alone, grab a friend or grab a colleague or grab even a competitor who's in a similar business. I have lots of people in similar businesses as me, and I interact with them so much because we speak the same language. And it's so much fun. So that's something. And also now, I'm an international best-selling author and speaker. And this book has really opened up conversations of collaboration. And those conversations of collaboration are teaching me so much because I'm here to learn too. And just because I wrote a book doesn't mean that I'm an authority on the subject. I'm only an authority on me and how I respond to things, right? And how I react to things. And so therefore I'm always learning. So that curiosity really comes into play there for me as well.
Yeah, curiosity is like, we could have called the show how to tap into curiosity and expand, right? And collaborate, because that'll keep you in collaboration when, instead of shutting down things, you're opening up things through curiosity. So I love that. And I want to learn about each of you a little more about what you do and who do you work with. So Tineke, you want to share?
Yeah, there's two things I do. I love always working with women, and especially business women, when they're working on their own and they really want to make that leap to becoming a business owner. That's a big jump for women. They're a bit like, I have a big ambition, but what's going to happen? I need to work with team. I need to work with partners, maybe international, building systems. There's so much that needs to change when it's not me, myself, and I anymore, but proper business. So, and I've been doing that for the past 12 years because I've been doing it myself. You know, I've been building my own businesses since I was 25, and it's 33 years, so you can do the math. But lately, I started working with male CEOs, because as a president of She Credit, which is a financial institution that helps business women funding, I got to talk with a lot of male CEOs and executives, and I always had to explain how different we operate, how different things work for us, how different business is, how different leadership is. And I was like, but hey, you all have a wife, you all have daughters, don't you? Why can't you see that it's the same for us in the workforce? But apparently that's a whole different world. So, you know, the business world is masculine. An organization is masculine because it's been built by men, and they did a beautiful job. And we should be grateful. But we're here now. And we also want to have our say, and we're good at what we do. So things have to change and things have to shift. And I really want to work with those men who want to make that change, but feel uncomfortable. They don't really know, or maybe they're pushed because they have to work with the bridging the gender gap. Because it's you can't do without anymore now. Women are shouting, but also governments are. When you do tenders, it's the diversion and inclusion is a very important topic. So yeah, that's what I love doing. I know women a lot. I know them well, but I know men very well too, because I used to be a very masculine woman. I was one of the guys. So yeah, that's what I do now. And that's also what I speak about. I love talking on stages to a mixed audience so that they can start understanding one another.
Great. I love your story about how you got into this. Is there any little nugget you want to add to that?
Well, it's my frustration that how can't they see? That's basically why I started doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you facilitate there. And do you get a lot of aha moments with these men?
Yep. Yep. And you know, because I talk to them and I understand them, I can use their language. I'm a woman. I'm not threatening because I'm from outside. I'm not out to gain anything but support for them. Yeah,
That's
they
great.
can open up.
Yeah. As men recognize the support we are for them, not in a emasculating way, but in an empowering way,
Exactly.
in a
Yeah.
rising up way, they can have us as their secret boosters, right? So
And we need them. Women
yeah,
need those kind
absolutely.
of men. We need to do it together, collaborate to achieve this.
100%. Thank you for the work you do and building that bridge. And Lynn, I wanted to hop over to you and ask you, who do you work with? What do you do? What's your vision?
Yeah. Well, I love that because that's all such transformative work. And that's my sweet spot, transformation and working with conscious global brands who know that relationships are the key to building businesses. And so I'm kind of marrying now that I'm an author and I have this book, I'm marrying that community aspect of bringing people together to let people know that they're not alone, that they have company, they have camaraderie, that, relationships are built around the world, online and offline. And so I love working with conscious brands. I love working with people who are professionals, like I was in Silicon Valley at one time, a marketing professional who all of a sudden had a cancer diagnosis for my mom. My mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, stage 3C ovarian, in 2011. And so basically I led a double life. I mean, talk about the patriarchal setup, right, for businesses. I was a sitting duck because I felt like I had to compartmentalize, which did not work for me. It completely threw my nervous system off balance. And I ended up, being not well myself while I was trying to take care of my mom. So the bridge that I'm creating now is for people to show up as their whole selves at work and in personal lives. So I'm asking better questions now, in the businesses that I'm growing and that I'm consulting. I'm asking better questions and having better conversations with the leaders of these businesses to determine, who are you and how are you really? Like, forget about the facade and forget about leading the double life and not being, professional in your personal life or personal in your professional life. I'm on a mission, for example, to make LinkedIn more personal. It's been traditionally B2B, and, you have to, I've seen people just yesterday, a lady said, a CEO said, I don't usually post personal stuff here. And I said, please, would you please post personal stuff here? Because we're all human beings. And no matter what the gender or how we identify, we're all still human beings with beating hearts who have loved ones at home that may be in trouble, and we may be their main caregiver, like I was all of those years ago. So I think the perspective is shifting now, and the meaning of the word, even transformation and being conscious, is a lot different than it ever was before. So, people are people, and we do business with people. We don't do business with brands. We don't do business with logos. And so I'm here to teach and consult brands to do a better job at embracing the whole person.
I love that you do that, I like to say you can be personally professional and professionally personal on these networks. Doesn't mean you have to reveal all your deep laundry there, but, be a human being and bring your whole self to the game. And thank you for taking a stand for that and for bringing your awesome work to the world, both of you, for doing that. And that's what we love doing here at Women Speakers Association. Lynn, you talked about being an author in our Voices of the 21st Century, Women Transforming the World. And we also do that. We build bridges and bring women together to collaborate. And so the keys to authentic collaboration are: stay curious, be connected, tap into that feminine, and don't do it alone. I mean, you all are just living examples of that. So tell us a little bit about your experience with Women Speakers Association, or what you're looking to experience here, Tineke.
Yeah, so I just became a member. So what I'm looking to experience with Women's Speaker Association is global recognition, and that international network, speaking opportunities globally. I love traveling. It's all one of my businesses was in the travel industry. So and I used to be a tour guide. I used to be a ski teacher. So I've always traveled and around the globe. So that's what I'm hoping for.
Well, we definitely have a network of women all over the world that you can travel to see and collaborate with. And it's all in the showing up. We have our virtual platform allows you to connect with women like Lynn here across the pond, and myself as well, and all the women that you'll meet in the networking meetings. And if you choose to do one of our experiences, like our books, there's unlimited opportunities to collaborate. And I'm so glad you brought that up, because we love putting people together to see what combinations and collaborations they're going to come up with. So, we have the Facebook group, the Premier group, which is also wonderful for you to tap into and meet people. So, Lynn, how about you? What's your experience? What has been the benefit of being a part of Women Speakers Association?
Wow, like that's a loaded question, Laura, right? Because there's so much. I met some of you many years ago and I didn't join then. And I'm so glad that I joined now, because I am going to be a part of the 7th edition of the Voices of the 21st Century. Yay! And I am writing another book. And so it's really a pretty magical system that you all have there. I mean, I'm a very detail-oriented systems and structures person. I mean, yes, I love to have fun and, fly off the cuff and be spontaneous. And I also really appreciate what you have already built in with your team to embrace all types of women and promote all types of women. And I've been meeting so many new people who I want to align with and collaborate with and work with and interview for my next book, Tineke. And so it's been really amazing. And it's only been a short time so far, but I'm sold. I'm staying. You're stuck with me now.
And we love being stuck with you, both of you. And if you want to stick to us as well, come over to joinwsa.com, find out what Tineke and Lynn have done and what they've done and join as a Premier member. We also have a way for you to put your toe in the water, get our Speaker Success Plan at speakersuccessplan.com, and you can get on your path. And guess what? People are like, well, I'm not a speaker. Well, do you talk? If you talk, you're a speaker. You're influencing your kids, you're influencing your spouse, you're influencing other friends. How? Usually through speaking or writing. We also have the writers. And a lot of people have found that, okay, if you're going to be a writer, if you have a business, you do need to have some speaking platforms. Like you may be asked to be on a podcast. You maybe want to do a live stream of your own. And of course, you're welcome onto the Women Speakers Association's WSA TV Premier Women's Show. So thank you, both of you, for joining me, for sharing your wisdom, for opening your hearts and making a difference in the world. And we'll be back with another episode of WSA TV's Premier Women's Show. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Tineke.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura.